As I said before, I'm pleased to have Roger Goodell, the Commissioner of the National Football League, with several of the owners who've joined us today. Mr. Richardson, the Chairman of the CEC, Mr. Kraft, Mr. Mara, who've come by today. We're happy that we've got an agreement that we have reached. I'll turn it over to Roger to say a few words, and we'll finish it up.
Thanks, Steve.
You too.
Well, it's been a long time coming, and football's back, and that's the great news for everybody. I want to thank Dee and all of the players for their leadership and for securing the long-term future of the game. Having a 10-year agreement is extraordinarily great for our game, but most importantly, our fans. And everybody worked hard, everybody had a passion, and everybody believes in this game of football and what we can do to make our game better. And I think this agreement is going to make our game better. So we're grateful for all the work that both parties did to make sure that we came to this day today, and make sure for the fans that we can sit in here and say, football's back. So let me have our chairman, Mr. Richardson, just say a few words.
Thank you. This is a long time coming. I would like to say what a pleasure it has been for us to work with the players in this negotiation. As a former player myself, the relationship and conversations we've developed, I think, will serve us well for a long time. And we're delighted that we have an agreement that's going to serve the NFL, our players, our teams, and our fans for many years to come.
Mr. Kraft?
First of all, I'd like, on behalf of both sides, to apologize to the fans that for the last 5-6 months we've been talking about the business of football and not what goes on the field and building the teams in each market. But the end result is we've been able to have an agreement that I think is going to allow this sport to flourish over the next decade, and we've done that in a way that's unique among the major sports, that every team in our league, all 32, will be competitive. We've improved player safety, and we've remembered the players who have played in the past. You know, I want to give a special compliment to Commissioner Goodell and Dee Smith, because the commissioner has to deal with 32 tough and demanding owners, and he's been able to keep that balance. But DeMaurice Smith has come in, and he's managing 1,900 players, a bunch of different professionals. It's a new CBA with tricky language, and he was able to keep all those things going and come up with an agreement that he and Roger did together with their two teams. And lastly, what kept me at the table the last 4.5 months was seeing the players who represented the player representatives, who represented the league's players. You know, they just didn't look at the short-term interests of their own playing careers, but they looked long-term, especially Jeff Saturday and Dominic Foxworth. I was so impressed with them that they acted as principals at the table, looking out for what's good for the game. So I believe you're going to see a very great NFL over the next decade, and I hope we gave a little lesson to the people in Washington, because the debt crisis is a lot easier to fix than this deal was. Thank you.
Thanks. We're obviously very pleased to be standing here today. It's been a long and pretty difficult negotiation, but I think at the end of the day,